Hey guys, today I am going to be replacing my GM floor liners with the Husky Exact Contour floor liners I got today. This is for my 2016 Chevy Silverado. I do have the center jump seat, so I wanted to get protection on that hump. GM doesn't currently offer a solution for this, so I went with the Husky Exact Contours. As you may or may not know, the GM floor liners also does not provide coverage under the gas pedal, and so the Husky Exact Contours do. So I'm going to do a quick review on these. We'll do a side-by-side comparison with the Husky Exacts against the GM floor liners. So here we have the GM factory floor liners. These have the bow tie built into the floor mats. They snap into the existing snaps that are there from the factory. You can see here that on the floor sill, you've got the coverage here. You can cut that off if you want to expose, if you've got the updated floor sills with the Chevy emblem or logo, you can cut that. It is marked down here at the bottom where you can cut that to expose that. So these are kind of nice. I really like these. The only problem is that, as you can see under the gas pedal there, you've got no coverage. And then also the center hump. I do have the jump seat in my truck, so when my boys want to sit in that center jump seat, I've got no protection on that center hump. So I like how these come up, you know, really high here. If you take a look at that, it comes up nice and high, but again, no coverage under the gas pedal. So that's a constant challenge of having to clean that and vacuum that out. So I'm going to take these out. We'll do a side-by-side shot of these and the Huskies. Okay, so here we have the driver's side side-by-side comparison between the Husky Exact floor liner and the GM OEM floor liner. As you can see here, the GM floor liner does have a higher wall to have protection on that right side of the footwell versus the Husky, where it is a more even lower height on that wall. You can see on the GM floor liner you've got no coverage under the gas pedal there, and on the Husky you do. The Husky seems to have a more reinforced pad for your footrest on the pedal there, whereas the GM, it's the same material, I suppose, here in comparison. The sidewall on the left side, you can see here that you've got a higher sidewall on the GM floor liner, and on the Husky it is a more uniform lower wall. The side lip here on the Husky is taller. Got a shot this way here. So it is taller here on this one than it is on the GM. The GM just has a small little lip there. As far as the door sill, it looks like this one will go over the door sill and would be equivalent to what it would look like if you were to cut the door sill on the floor liner. So we'll get these we'll get the Husky one installed in the truck, and we'll take a look at that so you can have a comparison of the GM floor liner versus the Husky. All right, so we've got the Husky Exact driver's side floor liner installed. As you can see here, the coverage over the door sill, the Husky doesn't come out as far as the GM one does. So I'm looking at upgrading the door sill to the one with the Chevy logo, or possibly the eliminated door sill. So it'll be interesting to see how that would affect the coverage there, if I need to trim that or not. I'm hoping I don't have to. I don't see anything underneath the Husky that would suggest trimming so that you can properly expose that door sill if I do end up changing that. So as you can see here, you do have that full coverage under the floor pedal, which is nice. The sidewall doesn't come up as high as the GM, but that's okay. I'm looking at getting the center hump, so we'll get that installed as well. Overall form fit, it actually looks good. The actual snaps are the existing snaps on the driver's side. I think for the passenger side we may have to relocate the snaps there. So overall fit looks good. If I take a look at the sidewall, it looks like there is a little bit of a gap here, so I'm guessing that over time that would form fit so that it's closer towards the wall. But again, I'm installing the center hump, so we'll take a look and see what that looks like. So overall, I'm pretty happy. We'll get the center hump and the passenger sides installed. Here we are on the passenger side. Wanted to show you the GM liner before I pulled it out to put the Husky Exact Contour liner in. As you can see on the GM one, the sidewall does come up all the way up to the top of that edge of the center hump there. in comparison to the Husky Exact Contour liner, the Husky comes up to about here or so, but that's okay because I'm looking at getting the center hump installed as well for protection. So that left side wall comes pretty high up. Here on the right side it does come pretty high up as well. So just wanted to show that to you before I pulled it out. Look at the door sill coverage. The GM comes all the way out to almost the last line there. But again, the GMs have the ability to be trimmed out for door sill exposure for the Chevy logo or emblem. So we'll take a look and we'll get these pulled out and we'll get the Huskies installed. All right, so here we've got the passenger side liners pulled out for a side-by-side comparison between the GM floor liner and the Husky Exact Contour. As you can see on the GM liner, it is a very high sidewall here and a very high sidewall on the right side. So in comparison to the Husky has a lower sidewall overall. Looks like there is a fastener that we attach or screw into the carpet so that we can get a lock in place for these liners. The GM one does not, it just kind of sits in there. So we'll get these installed, but just wanted to kind of show you a quick side-by-side of the differences between the two. So I've got the Huskies installed, and again on the Huskies it does have a retaining clip here. It does come with the threaded plastic piece that goes underneath. You take the liner off, put the piece in, push it down, mark the carpet, and then screw it into the carpet so we can have an attachment point for the Husky liner. All right, so I've unboxed the center hump Husky liner. It's, you know, pretty basic. Looks like just a flimsy center hump liner. So let's get this in the truck and we'll see what it looks like. Well, I've got the center hump installed, so the installation is complete. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the coverage. I now have protection on that center hump. This center hump flap just kind of sits over the floor liners. So with the fact that these floor liners are shorter than GM ones, that's okay, because with the center hump coverage it does provide that protection there. So let's go take a look at the passenger side. Well, here we are on the passenger side. Wanted to show you the center hump liner installed, and just like the driver's side, it does just kind of flap over the existing liner there. Overall good fit. I'm kind of happy with this. It does provide full coverage up there on the top at that notched area, and you've got this nice ridge here, so if you spill anything on this center hump, hopefully that will kind of come down into your floor liners and the footwell. So a little bit of a gap here, but that's okay. I think over time this will you know, maybe warm up and mold and hug that a little bit better. But I'm pretty happy with the guys, so I do appreciate you watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, let me know.